We're here with international detective Logan Clark, and this is Logan's Eye into the Private Eye. Now, in regards to publicity, we know that there's a term that a lot of investigators use called breaking an egg. First of all, where did that term come from? But secondly, tell us a little bit about, from a timing standpoint, when you make the decision to, quote, break an egg as it relates to gaining more publicity on a particular case.
The breaking an egg comment came from investigators saying if you want to make an omelet, you got to break an egg. And meaning that you got to do something that you might not normally do. And getting publicity is the epitome of breaking an egg. It makes things happen. Getting publicity in print, and you want to get a news story that's going to get on the 6 o'clock news. It can do two things. It can drive that person further underground, literally, so that they just stop all communication. They get scared and just kind of burrow in place. Other people will get scared and figure that they're going to be recognized. Their picture is on the 6 o'clock news. It's in the newspaper. They got to get out of there. And they will, oftentimes, this has pushed somebody from Texas to Mexico. And that can be bad. If you don't have any connections in Mexico, that can be really bad. It's very difficult to get people out of Mexico. We've done it repeatedly. Global Pursuit has gotten children and bounties out of Mexico. But the timing of breaking an egg it's a gamble. I think every single time it's a gamble. I've argued with clients. I've said, look, we've got to go for the publicity. And they've argued back with me. No, I don't want her to go further underground. I don't want her to stop. It's not that drastic yet. Sometimes they want the publicity and I tell them, hold off. There's times when you're trying to get the authorities to move, but everybody's waiting for something. Everyone's waiting for the grand jury to come in. Everyone's waiting for the paperwork from the judge to get to the DA so that the warrant comes in. That can go on for weeks or months sometimes. And you can literally lose the person because that activity, it stirs up things and people start to know that things are happening. I've had a lot of people run right before a court order comes down because right when that custody changes or that order comes down, they want to get out of town and say, I never heard that. I didn't know anything about it. So pulling the string, as we call it, and when to do it is a gamble. And it just has to be a very, very calculated gamble. And then it's got to be good publicity. People get a little local publicity all the time. Not all the time. That's not true. Many times there's none. But they get a little local publicity. I'm talking about calling up major newspapers like the Daily Mail, like the huge newspapers that the LA Times, New York Times, that will get everyone's attention and embarrass them.